Pinpoint Weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back to Sunrise. We're taking a look at the month of October, where we actually ended the month with below seasonal temperatures. A lot of the month was below seasonal, and you look at the average temperature of 66 degrees. Normally we're around that 70 degree temperature for the average highs. But in terms of rain amounts, it was a very good rain for October. Over 2 inches here in Medford, over just a little bit shy of an inch for the above the average in terms of rain amounts. Now we look at Klamath Falls, we were also just a little bit below that seasonal average. 64.2 is where they normally are, reached the average high temperature of 60.3 degrees, and rain amounts not as impressive, but still not too far off from where they normally are for this time of year, which is good news. And we did see some good changes in our drought monitor. You look at last month, we had that abnormally dry to even severe drought stretching into parts of Douglas County, even parts of the coastline and further north. Last week, we started to get some relief, especially in our area, and we're drought free here across southern Oregon, which is great news. But still a little bit further north, we have the moderate to severe drought going on. Northeastern half of the state, we still have extreme drought going on. Now, we do have some good changes in the forecast through this week. It is going to be a wetter week, especially for some folks like along the coastline. We have a much stronger and heavier precipitation system moving in, especially Tuesday night and Wednesday. And we'll see another round of rain as we're getting through Thursday, early Friday, and then things will be drying out as we head into this weekend. Also, with these storms this week, much stronger wind speeds expected. Already breezy this morning for parts of the coastline, and more of that to come as we're getting through today. Look at that, some radar scans from this morning. You see the light shower activity again stretching from Douglas County, stretching all the way down towards Crescent City and Brookings. We have another line of showers moving in, and that's what we'll see more of as we're getting through today. Kind of increasing from west to east, and still on the lighter side in terms of precipitation here for today. A few hundredths of an inch, going to be pretty common with the activity through this afternoon into the overnight hours. Now we'll start off a little bit on the quieter side for most of the area for your Tuesday, and then we're going to get into the next system, the wetter system, and this is where we're going to start to see a lot of oranges and yellows showing up on the color scan. That means some heavier precipitation coming in onto Tuesday afternoon. We get into Tuesday night into early Wednesday. That line of rain does push in, and it does move especially into Northern California with some of the higher amounts and along the coastline. With the higher wind speeds, what usually happens is we get blocked out from some of this heavier precipitation in the valley from the mountains. Now, that could be the case, and models have kind of trended that way. So a little bit lighter precipitation for us here in the valley compared to other parts of the area. You can see through today, ranging from just a few hundredths of an inch to parts of the coastline getting up to a quarter of an inch of rain. But once we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, and then again into Thursday, early Friday, we will see some higher rain amounts further west. A few inches will be possible. Compare that to around a quarter to half of an inch for here in the valley, but still expecting rain and still expecting wind. It will be breezy east of the Cascades, Northern California, and the coastline here for today. We're getting into much stronger wind speeds and higher wind gusts when we get into later Tuesday through Wednesday, where we could see a lot of the area's wind gusts getting well above 40 miles per hour. So expecting stronger winds, a lot of leaves going to be blowing the next couple of days, and of course the rain potential sticking around. We'll get that next round into Thursday, early Friday before we clear out for this weekend. In terms of temperatures, not a big difference over the next few days. 50s to lower 60s for highs. We'll drop off a little bit in our eastern counties into the lower 50s for highs. Morning lows still holding above freezing, and snow levels will stay pretty high. So we are expecting rain for our eastern counties when we do get it, as well as the strong winds. Northern California will also drop off in the 50s with rain, and morning temperatures 30s to lower 40s. The coastline seeing the strong winds and the heaviest precipitation through the middle half of this week, and then that will start to clear out into early Friday.